Okay. We're back. 185 days in. We just accepted this patrol mission, which technically we need a little time for these lads to heal up. However, being given a patrol mission is wonderful. This time there's more tools. God, there's no tools available. Anyway. It falls to you. What should we do? Defeat another mercenary band. Trading, we could do that. Let's do trading. What's this? Buy and sell trading goods. Perfect. And there's that ambition for having 2 hammer specialists. I don't even know if we're ever going to have 2 hammer specialists. We might need to just avoid that ambition and do something else. Oh god, 330. I hate paying that much. But hey, what are you gonna do? Can we just buy some paint? There we go. Oh, there wasn't space in inventory for it. Okay, I suppose we got to sell some stuff, but man, the prices we're getting are dreadful. We will go. Oh yeah, we upgraded sword. Nice. That last fight we had was a big one. It was a clutch fight. I don't see us selling any of these weapons. 49, it's paying half what we could be getting for it. Pierced arm. Yeah, we don't have the money, unfortunately. As ever, we are perennially broke. Ah, join us. A fresh cultist. Rupert. Who is garbage, I'm sorry to say. Rupert, hit the road. That just shows you how much progress we've actually made. If you think about the fact that we have spent, what, 150 days really struggling and just trying to get ourselves established. And now we're finally established. I'll run away a little bit here. I need the lads to have some time. No, what oh, I was looking at that other mercenary group thinking like, where are my lads going? We can't just cross here, right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find a little hut full of zombies. What's up, Martin? It's cheap here. I can sell all those round shields. 6 days, 1 day worth of salary, but we're going to head to a major city now and then just dump all of our trade goods. We know that Camasmark is good for money. Then it's just a case of finding some zombies. Nice big old group of zombies. Oh, that's good profit. 460. 280. We don't need any more ranged weaponry or any more axes. The long axes we can hang on to though. A couple long axes are going to be very useful when we start hunting Shret. Although, to hunt Shret, you kind of need a full group of level 11s. Not quite sure we're there yet. Shellbreaker, ranged lad, goon, Shellbreaker, polearm. Are we going to keep the hand axes? No, we're not. Don't need any of that stuff. Honestly, I don't need any of this. Swap out the basic mail. Anyone else here? See, we got some guys wearing basic mail. That's no good. Get the 2 ranged lads in. James is a goon. Polearm. Ooh, immunity to being stunned. Who's the most important is not getting stunned? Probably one of the dagger lads with a higher attack ratio. Stobbie. stun immunity. Now, are we going to keep this thick-plated barbarian armor? I think we actually don't need to keep it. Let's sell it. Because we're going to be heading into the south, like now. 330. God, the cost of this money. Cost of these tools. Righto. Cursed Mausoleum. It's probably a bit tough. The thing is, we only have 2 whips. If there's a lot of ghosts in there, then that fight becomes very scary with only 2 whips. We can try it, but I mean, hell, we are safe scumming, so. If it gets too nasty for us, we can just redo it. Location is on the plains, so that's good. Level 10s, level 8s. Polearm lad, level 10. 2 ranged guys, but one of them's level 1, so he's going to be Garbo in this fight. Shield breaker, get some experience. I'm fully expecting to have to run this back. This is probably too much for us, but you never know. 27, that's way too much for us. Let's just see what it is. If it's just zombies, then fine. But cats, ghosts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, these are scary, but what is the necromancer situation going to be like? Give it a try, you never know. Good lord, that's a lot of fuckload of ghosts. Now I'm running forward because I'm expecting there to be a necromancer here that I got to shoot at. If there's no necromancer, then you don't want to move forward like this, because now the ghosts can scream this turn and they can all scream at the start of the next turn, so our whole front line's probably going to break. But that doesn't help either. Imagine that's the necromancer. But hell, even if there isn't a necromancer, there's far too many undead for us to do this. Come on, high resolve, boys. We actually held that pretty well. I was freezed. I've just started. Been up for 8 minutes. Let's target these lads with spears first. Our flanks are going to get overrun so quickly. Actually, I need to rotate here, but never mind. Come on, lads. You need to dodge those. Right, so if the dagger lads, 1, 2, 3, you could probably hit that one. But this is going to be very difficult to hit all these ghosts. Oh, Ventthorn. Yes, man. Okay, who knows? I mean, hell, if there's no necromancer here. Now, these warriors are still going to ruin us. Fallen heroes, very scary. I missed that little zombie fucker. I think I've got to run up here, try to rotate there, get my dagger out, So on the agenda today, just to keep growing the lads. So we've got a couple level 11s. Phoebe Fabriana, thank you for following, you bloody peasant. Keep growing the lads. We'll head south. See if we can get some southern weapons. But we're just going to have to pick our battles in the south. Can be a little scary. Oof, okay, I can whip all three from that position, but it's going to take a few turns. Oh, come on. Come, give me a round where we resist their screams. Good, good. Actually, very good. That wasn't that bad. Keep morale up. I think this might not be that bad. It's going to pretty much come down to whether my polearm lads can get berserk to proc quite a lot. And like my goons here should actually be using Headhunter, but Arbus doesn't actually have Headhunter. He's supposed to be using a two-handed flail. What we need here more than anything is the sword lancers, which we haven't had a chance to get yet. We're going to go to the south and pick up some sword lancers, I hope. Yeah, boy. Come on, lads, keep defending. 38%. Exterminade. Okay, we're down to only 2 ghosts. No, none so far, but we've only been up for, what, 12 minutes? Always time for brain damage. My crossbow lad getting swarmed is a problem. Could push the fallen hero away, but it doesn't actually make any damn difference. It's just go for the damage. Good hit. The flails continue to impress. I think I might actually want to rotate here. Because once I can kill these two, then Emery can break out to that side of the fight. But he can still fancy feet, so he can fancy feet on the next turn, kill those two, then he can just run away. And then these lads should chase him in, which is fine. Ooh. Come on. Okay, this is the problem. This lad now is priority number 1. Well, we're down to only 2 ghosts. Started with what, 5? So that's progress. Now if this rally fails, he's exhausted. Well, our warlock lad can only run that one way. He has a chance. Okay, good. God boy. Loyal subject for the sub, buddy. So now, that was actually super important because this lad's only in contact with our tank now. This low-level polearm lad would not have done well against that. See how my tanks continue to perform well. Should we take a quick breather? If I use riposte, I can still swing. Good. Oh, come on. Oh, he recovered. This fallen hero needs to not hit Sparrow 4 though. He can probably two-shot him even through that bit of armor. Now, so far, it's looking good. However,
remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
let's push this nerd back and try to get in contact, maybe. No, but if he goes to that position, it doesn't really help me. Just go straight through him. Excellent. See, a good solid polearm lad. Super useful in the early game. Charge those ghosts. God, this is my chance here for Emery to actually break away. But maybe these ghosts, these lads won't get up, and if they do, we can deal with it at a later time. Cover. Cover. Turk. Come on. Ooh. Okay, only a 13% chance to actually hit the tank there. Now, is it just me, or is the generally high resolve of all of my lads, because they're cultists, it's noticeable? Another strength of these cultists. Oh, come on. Excellent. One goes to go. Now, technically, I should have made more of an effort to get my taunting tanks to be able to taunt the ghosts, because I think if there's clear line of sight, they won't scream at you, they'll move and they'll physically attack you. I think. Which, in retrospect, is making me wonder if I couldn't have given my goons, the lads who we look to replace anyway, if I could have maybe given them taunt. Because it's not super useful all the time, but taunt is extremely useful some of the time. Like when it comes time to fight necrosavants, for example. Come on. Yes. Doing it, boys. This is a hell of a fight. There's an outside chance we could be in for a legendary here. Judging by what we fought, I would say it's probably like 27% chance. I'm just saying that from experience of having fought similar fights and the rewards I got. So the fallen hero armors are just heavier versions of the normal armors. So I would use them if it's like super early on in the campaign and I can't get anything better. But in short, no, they're not worth. Like, for us early in the campaign, we used some barbarian armor. But it's only because we couldn't get our hands on anything better. But I'm hoping that now we can just spend the foreseeable future in the south and fight a number of southern bandit leaders. They have that quite cool looking gold armor. which is, I think, what, 200 body armor for 25 fatigue, which is not great, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Got the padded kettles. Annoyingly, we didn't get any of the tier 3 weapons. Look at that, 260 for 42. And that's almost all the heads we needed. Let's go hand this in. Any level ups? Absolutely. Oh, Kakabila +1. You are killing me, dude. I mean, his fatigue and his hit points are fine. I mean, I would almost never take a +1, but why not? Shield breaker. We know that backstabber is no good for backline guys. So let's go brawny, because then I can justify giving him heavy armor at some point. These are nice. They are just lighter versions of the what are they called? Nasal helmet with rusty mail. Same armor, one less fatigue, one less vision impairment. James the Goon. That. I think none of these are worth repairing. Just go sell them all. The thing is, if we're going to operate in the south, I'm super nervous about fighting snakes. Until I have a front line where an entire front line has Indomitable, the snakes are scary. Because your lads get, you know, pulled out of position, surrounded and murdered. I'm just going to have to pay that for tools. Outrageous. Cheers. You lads earned a drink. What do we have here? No cultists? So at this current point now, in terms of the roster, we are looking for replacements for our goons. And it feels like we are fortunate enough that we can just look to hire cultists and not bother with conversion events. Although, I don't know. 33. I suppose it depends what we find. Like, okay, yeah, so I'll tell you what. We should be hiring and trying to find superstar replacements. Trusting that they will convert. Hell, who knows? We can just keep buying indebted down to the south and keep looking for good ones. Okay, what is this? Marauding greenskins. That's good pay. We'll take that. Do I need any of these weapons? Not particularly. I'm good. Hey, Pebbles Walrus. You guys, don't start with this again. Enough for the sub-gifting. You're embarrassing me. Okay, that's nice. That's not really needed. Oof, almost. Then again, it's only a 3-star brother. He did roll nice and high. But if that star was just in melee defense. Grumwald the Loyal. Nope. That's okay. Nope.
My liege. Good Sir Knight, will you come with me to Camelot and join?
Yeah, we're going to be doing this a lot. We're going to be hiring and firing constantly. 270. Well, I can't make much of a profit off that, but I can probably squeeze that out for like neutral. And it gets us towards our ambition of trading. Converting green skins around Rothenbach. I imagine it would get rid of the level 7 cap. Okay, it's just Wolf Riders, so I'm not too scared of that. He said before getting murdered by Wolf Riders. But it's the fact that it's only Wolf Riders is what has me not too concerned. So I've spoken about this before, but I'll say it again. They need to kind of change the AI with these wolf riders. It's looking like they might actually do. Because, like, they try to go for your flanks, but then that gives you a couple turns to just murder the shit out of them. I feel like they need to code the AI so that these guys hit your front lines all at once. Good hit. If they want to come and hit my archers, they got to surround themselves. That's basically what we're saying to these things. Awesome reposting. No, decapitated. Our tank's doing a bit of work there. Damn it. Whoopsie, thought I had rotation. So Sparrow 4 kind of has to stay where he is. Actually, I probably could have taunted from there. But I think taunt won't work if the enemy has to move and thereby take a reaction shot. I think, yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Okay, there's still 9 of them. These things are still dangerous. We need a good turn here. Ah. These misses are not what we needed. Good. Chain break morale. They cannot stand against us. Davkul is too powerful. Yeah, you better run. Oh, almost. I mean, like, in terms of logic, it makes sense that if you have a problem with marauding greenskins, it would be wolf riders. Like, I can imagine the wolf riders as marauders running around, attacking villages, but then as soon as they get attacked by, you know, professional cultists, they don't do so well. Right, give me the tools, come on. 270, I actually have to pay that. Desperate for tools. Level 11 goon, nice. So 83 melee skill is alright. 58 goon Kratox, not bad. So if I were to replace him, what would I replace him with, I wonder? Do we have any other level 11 goons to compare him to? I mean, for a goon, I can still give him taunt. That'll make him nice and useful. but Indom is mandatory. So it's a choice between Berserk or Taunt. Taunt's going to be better to facilitate protecting other high-value lads. I mean, he's a goon. We're going to need to replace him, so let's go with Taunt. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Fearsome. I have to go Fearsome then if I'm going to stay with... I'm going to stay on brand for the company. All right. Some other time we can go with Taunters. Hell, it might even be worth experimenting with a warband that we call like the French Taunters or something. And the whole front line takes Taunt. I mean, I think it's going to help a lot to keep people alive, that's for sure. It's going to make fighting a bunch of enemies a lot easier. What do you want us to do? Obtain coat of Sir Istvan. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep the work flowing. Keep the money coming. Nope. Otwin the chicken. Nope. Wilfred. Nope. I love a good thief. Nope. Peter. Ooh, two cultists. Ugh, asthmatic, short-sighted. No. Nice melee skill, but I'm looking for the perfect melee offense, melee defense, fatigue. That lad might have had potential as a duelist, but I don't particularly want a duelist. I want two-handed flail lads. I want two-handed flails and maces on the front line. This is undead, so I don't think our ranged lad will be all that useful. Let's get another goon in there. Although James, technically, no. Go Shield Breaker, Raging Fury. Get in there. Holding the ruins, yada yada yada. 2 arms. Oh, just some auxiliaries. This is where our goons are going to really shine. End round. Although the pike doesn't do as much as the actual bullhook against these enemy types. One of the mods I'm using gives you increased details. Okay, so 10% slash 93. So that shows you that swords don't get the reduced damage against these things. I think spears get the reduced damage. Yeah, 50% resistance against piercing attacks. Okay. So daggers count as piercing, spears no doubt, bows and arrows, crossbows. Does the pike count as piercing? I imagine it does. Yep. We'll bear that in mind. See if we can't get our hands on... Well, I mean, look, if I can replace all these pikes with bullhooks, that would be amazing. Like, damage-wise. I kind of hope that the next late-game crisis we get is the Civil War, because our lads are definitely in a position where we can start fighting in the Civil War. Loads of money to make. If there's a holy war, we might have to fight for the southern cities. Just because fighting against them is going to be completely AIDS. If you think about the fact that we don't have any ranged guys, really. If we have to go up against lads with guns, it's going to be very sad for us. Evening beam it. Can you imagine trying to stick a walking skeleton with your dagger? Oh yeah, peasant militia. It's my absolute favorite. It's peasant militia. Oh yeah. The beginning is incredibly tough. My advice for anyone trying peasant militia is to just, right from the start, look at all 12 of your lads sort the potential guys, the guys who have late game potential, from the goons. Literally give them titles goons. Put all your goons in the front line. Your guys with potential, back line with pitchforks. Anyone on the front line dies, so what? Doesn't really matter. Because you start with like 12 guys, and if in that first week you take a few fights and you lose like 4 of them, that's fine. Doesn't matter. You replace them. And then a lot of those peasants, you just got to give them fast adaptation, gifted, and backstabber for the front line. Just get as much out of them as you can. But then I will say, if you're going to have goons that you intend to replace later, my advice further would be that you make them X-specialists. Because with X-specialization, they can cut through shields and have nice utility that way. So that means they don't actually need that much melee skill. Okay, so our Polearm lad got Recover. He's got Fearsome, he's got Berserk. Killing Frenzy, maybe. He needs some defensive skills. Well, he's got Nimble, so it'll have to be enough. Well, if I'm giving him Nimble, then he has to get Colossus. Get him up over 100. What gets us the most here now? Bearing in mind that they're going to be fighting undead a lot. I think Killing Strikes. Killing Frenzy. The other temptation is Headhunter, because these things do have extra chance to hit the head, but only 30%. Let's go for Killing Frenzy for the damage. Killing Frenzy Berserk is excellent. Fatigue, Polearm lad, go Fearsome, Shield Breaker. I think actually with this lad, with the 3 stars in hit points, I don't have to give him Colossus. Shield Breaker lad, not huge. I'm just thinking my shield break. Either my shield breakers or the 2 polearm guys will need to be heavy armor, and they have to sit in the outside flank. So it looks like the shield breakers are going to have to go heavy armor, which is fine. I'm just going to add a note here so that I know that these are light armor users, the polearm boys. And the shield breakers are not as fatigue intensive as the polearm lads. Heavy armor shield breaker. What's up, Zedog? Shield breaker, time to go for Axe Mastery. But 61 melee skill is pretty arse though. But then again, as a shield breaker, job number 1 is to break a shield. Anything else, just a bonus. Facilitate the dagger guy in front of you by breaking a shield. Hence why you have a dagger guy in front of a shield breaker guy. Got a backup goon here. Oh yeah. Right, to the south. Like, I'm going to go to the southern city, but I mean, I'll stop at every village along the way looking for more work. This looks like it could be good work here. Oh god, I hate having to pay 270. In fact, I can justify not paying that much. Give me, what is this? Goblins. Defend from raiding parties. Nope. I mean, it's a nice payday, but defend from raiding parties. Here's an interesting question that I very much want to figure out. Ooh. But insecure is terrible. Never be confident. That sucks. And short-sighted. Short-sighted for someone with 3 ranged stars. Range skill 3 stars, 4 to 5 every turn, so call it 45. Let's call it 49 with gifted around 50. That's 95. He's quite good. Well, technically the -1 vision is fine for a crossbowman. But the fact that he's insecure, that's no. That's a no from me, dog. Confident cripple, but low stats. Well, Look, I mean, my quote-unquote crossbow guys are crossbow/gun guys. Many wolf riders. Come here, XP. Oh, they got wiped out, lol. In the nightmares. This we can do. That's good money, and it's good crafting stuff. What? Let's try a slightly different formation here. Okay, do we not have one more long-range item? No. I don't think guns can break shields, no. Okay, so it's undead late game crisis. That's fine, I think I can handle that. Oh no, I've got to choose between sacrificing my 2 shield breakers. Damn. I think Kakabilo had the lower skill. Can you let me open up? Well, Kakabilo, off to Davkul you go, my friend. The procession is such. Kakabilo is flayed alive and pierced with sharpened sticks through each limb and held aloft, spread-eagled over a fire which cooks him until death. The men watch his passing in silence, but as soon as one of his charred limbs breaks and collapses, his corpse into the flames, the men cheer and hoot and holler. Some pray, others roll around in the ashes of Kakabilo, some licking it off their fingertips like it was sweets. It is a good night. Okay, so we've got a disciple. We've got a chosen finally, which is great. But it's not the guy that I wanted, unfortunately. Oh, let me guess, now we go straight into a battle with only 11 guys. Oh, no. Whoops. Oh, mate, it's pretty standard Davkul stuff. That's some sick shit. Svez. Clearly you're not that familiar with the cultists. Should see how Taunt interacts with the Alps as well. Let's try Taunt one and see what it does. Dang it. Keep whipping these naughty scamps. Check this out. Use rally. Wakes up everyone within command radius. And I mean, as our guys get more and more devoted to Davkul, we're pretty much going to become specialist ghost hunters. Or supernatural hunters. Ghosts, Alp. Let's go for the taunt. I want to see what it does. Is he going to be able to use that sleep skill? Whoa, look how close they are now. That's strange. That's not really supposed to happen. I wonder if that's the taunt interaction. Oh, that's right. The higher resolve you have, the less damage these things do to you. Which is why Mazuma only took 5 hit point damage. Damn it. I feel like this particular warband is going to perform quite well in this undead war. I just worry about our lack of armor on the front line. We've got a bunch of light armor lads. But that'll change. It's a good point. Yeah, we are scaring the nightmare creatures. We're not trapped on the battlefield with them. They're trapped in the battlefield with us. Payment awaits. And a spot just opened up here now. Right, so Mizuma, you were using... Where's your shield, mate? Shield, sword, sword, shield. Two-handed flail there. No, flail. Goon. Dagger. Dagger. Level 5 shield breaker. We'll get him back in a sec. Polearm lad. Sword tank. Polearm. So sword, flail, dagger, flail, sword. Polearm, polearm. Ranged, ranged. Okay, so we're in the market for another shield breaker. It's too late to turn James into a shield breaker, but he's a backup goon if one of the frontline guys go down. You certainly can, Pebbles. We just got to find some fresh meat. I think everyone here is already named. Emery, Marden, Zedog, Border Warlock, Raging Fairy. Well, look, we've got armor ready to go once we get the next lad. And also, we just had a sacrifice event. So there's a fair chance that the next person we hire, who's Dees, will be converted. Ooh, that's not bad. 47 plus 3. Hate for greenskins. Star and fatigue. He's hired. Now we just need someone on the... well, anyone with enough stats to make them conceivably a shield breaker. Insecure is dreadful. Otherwise I would have taken this guy. He's got loads of fatigue. I'm trying to remember whether conversion to being a cultist removes insecure. Now, what's with all the insecure lads? Dreadful. Defend from raiding parties? Nope. Enough. To the south we go. Let's keep working for Kabira so we can get their supply prices nice and low. A load of hyenas, that'll be good. We're not going to get swarmed, are we? Closed in on and swarmed. Ulfert. So the thing is, like, Zedog, technically I wanted to replace because he isn't that great. But Ulfert, well, we'll get him in and let him start getting some experience. What's up, PQ? Picassus, alright. We will only start giving him some action and XP if he converts. Yeah, you better run. Wait a second, 49 minutes. This episode's been too long. YouTube lads, you'll just have to wait till tomorrow for your next daily dose.